Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have ourselves a new trailer for Disclosure Day. Before we get into it though, please do us a favor. If this is your first time here or you end up liking this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, click that bell. All that helps us out a ton. It's completely free, but I mean, easily one of our most anticipated movies of the year. I mean, go look at our reaction to that first trailer. Amazing. And I mean, it's Spielberg.
The first trailer's great.
You know, what I do wonder is, does Spielberg still have the like pull? Because, you know, with this, we've consistently talked about, you know, in this like new era that like the movie star has died. No one person can like just sell tickets, and it's become
the movie director
almost,
hasn't though.
Yeah, and it's almost become more director focused with, you know, the Jordan Peele's, the Ryan Coogler's, and obviously Nolan, probably definitely the biggest name that, you know, just the name alone will, you know, will print money. And you know, Spielberg has a certain legacy that comes with him, that I wonder if he still has that effect. You know, post, I guess, pandemic, all we've seen from him is what, West Side Story and The Fabelmans. I think that's it. And you know, but those two dropped either in the pandemic or closely following it, so it never really got a fair shot. His last movie in theaters before that was Ready Player One, I want to say. Maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but
I think it was.
But yeah, so I'm wondering if Spielberg's got that pull still, got that touch still, where audiences know that name and are there every time he drops something, because maybe they just couldn't be there in the theater for, you know, West Side Story or for The Fabelmans. Understandably so, you know. But yeah, I'm very curious. But that first trailer was so interesting. Obviously, Spielberg
aliens.
That's what I'm saying. Spielberg,
it's gonna be interesting, like, in some capacity. So.
Yeah, and you know, tackling this concept of, you know, what if these secrets were like out in the world, dropped online, dropped everywhere. You know, the conspiracies start to happen. Who believes it? Who doesn't? What does it start? You know. And you know, that first trailer, I don't know if it was a teaser trailer, but it was definitely like sizzled. It was definitely a lot more, you know, just flashes of certain things, not as much narrative other than the core concept itself. So I'm like curious what we get here, if we'll get more things that play out a little bit, but obviously we will talk more about it after. So without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this new trailer for Disclosure Day.
What did you steal?
Secrets.
My boy infiltrated the system.
Are they people?
I want to see it.
I know.
Such cool CGI, big budget crop circles.
Right.
It should just say from the GOAT. It should just say from the GOAT, honest.
Let's today is today's.
That sound is still so unsettling.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
They're like, get a 𝙎𝙬𝙆𝙆 over here, dude. He can understand it? What?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part
Coleman
of it
Domingo is always a
I'm
W.
just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
What
is he the alien? Is he an alien? Oh, what the
I mean, his
heck?
eyes definitely make it seem. So many wild ideas going on here.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Whoa.
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire
Whoa.
world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness.
It just turns into like a Mission
Holy
Impossible.
shit.
Why would they do this?
When the time is right.
Oh, the imagery
I'm getting
is
chills. I'm getting fucking chills.
so good. Whoa.
Wow.
What is going on? I got goosebumps. Wow.
Whatever happens, don't you let it go.
Oh, the sound. I have chills on my fucking legs right now.
Dude, me too.
All right, everyone, that was the news trailer for Disclosure Day. Start letting us know your thoughts down there in the comments below. But overall, I'd say the trailer was pretty similar to that first trailer in terms of they're keeping a lot to the chest. They're keeping it close. They're not showing too much. Some of this shit is like invisible. I don't know how to explain it. Like some of the
I don't know. Like some of the, again, it could totally just be some like Marvel trailer duping, and they're just completely like just erasing out what's going on. Like I doubt it, but like
removing the alien that's frozoning.
Right. Like I highly doubt it, but I think like the imagery and some of the ideas here are like really interesting. The way they're going about it with, you know, whether it be the whole like idea of almost like augmented reality with like in the beginning of the trailer with the guy that was talking to the girl, and then you got stuff like actual real supernatural-esque things like with like hidden crop circles just being made just
the eyes thing. This seems like a big
it seems like a big part of it,
part
like
of the film.
I love the idea of like somebody in the government, you know, infiltrating and wanting to get the secret out there. Again, I think Spielberg has a knack, and I honestly think at this point
he knows things
it's
we
getting
don't.
At this point he's very tapped in. Like, let's just call it what it is. At this point he's very tapped in, but I think, you know, I like the ideas of that, the ideas of, you know, especially in nowadays, you know, taking over and, you know, revealing secrets to the world that otherwise are being kept secret, right? By those who be at power, right? You get what I'm getting at, right? The secrets that are being kept secret with black bars and big black bars and stuff like that, right? I think it's very, you know, modernized. It's all, I told you earlier, it's almost like they plucked Steven Spielberg out from the 80s and like made him time travel into the 2020s. Because I haven't seen him do any super like
topical, urgent
sci-fi alien. Like I feel like that was the stuff he was super into. Like in the 80s, like he was super into that. Obviously, you got things like Ready Player One that are technically like sci-fi and way and stuff like that. But like, I mean, like really getting into the nitty gritty. Like you could tell Spielberg is like obsessed with the alien shit. Yeah. And like this feels like the 80s Spielberg that was obsessed with all the alien shit. And he's doing like a modern day alien movie, and I'm all here for it, bro. I like the marketing. I like the modernization of it all. I like the topics. I like the imagery. So much cool.
That is the one thing I'm curious about. Steven Spielberg has a story credit, but David Koepp did the screenplay. Now David Koepp, you know, he's a hit or miss type of writer. Obviously close,
but he hits with Spielberg. I mean, let's call it
that's what I was gonna say. Like, obviously, very good collaborator with Spielberg. He wrote Black Bag last year, which was amazing. You guys should go watch that. But I'm curious, you know, I don't quite look at Spielberg to give me urgent contemporary narratives that have a lot.
But in a way, he kind of does. It's weird. In a way, he kind of has this like this approach to movies that are like the
maybe
now.
It just naturally
and,
comes
like,
out.
Matter there.
Maybe that's what it is. Like maybe it just naturally flourishes itself, even though maybe it's like an unintentional thing that he manages to I guess like hold in his movies, because when we think about like his actual movies, I don't know if they're quite approached with the idea of being urgent in its subject matter, but I do think there's plenty of that those themes to take away from a lot of his work, and I wonder how much of that
Yeah.
is intentional, and I wonder if there's a lot of that here, because like you said, this could definitely be something contemporary with what's been happening recently with with a lot of people that were in control, still are in control, and currently in control, and the things they're keeping. But I wonder if any of that is an influence. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how much.
I mean, and you could point to things historically, like I mean, it's always been this way with the powers that be, with the people in the ultimate powerful positions, you know, hiding secrets. It could be the stuff that's going on recently, or stuff that's just, you know, historical examples from years ago that just inspires him. But I do think that there is a sort of like modernity to Spielberg's movies in the time of the present, at when they release. I don't know again, I'm with you. Like, I don't know if he means to do it, if it's a purposeful thing, or if it just
That's what I'm
happens,
wondering.
like, or if he's just really so into what he's doing at the moment, and like he's getting ideas from everywhere else, and like it just becomes a part of that moment. I don't know, but I mean, I like the ideas presented here. I mean, it looks so interesting.
I also wonder how much
Like-
they're hiding, because don't get me wrong. Do I think this movie will be great? Yes, I do. But
I mean, the stuff with like the animals, like the bird and the deer, I'm like what is that? You know, like the imagery of that is so vivid. It's so like it's seared into my
Specific,
brain
and-
at this
yeah.
point. Like, honestly,
there's
like,
such
I just
Spielberg
wanna
shot.
know
The
what
hand, the
that
two
is.
hands. I'm like, this is that Spielberg shit. I'm like, this is that Spielberg. But the thing is, what I'm curious about is because from the trailers, from all the marketing, when you look at this movie at face value, it doesn't look like some kind of big awards player. Not that it has to be or anything,
No, it doesn't.
but usually, if a filmmaker of a Spielberg-esque status, you know, is doing something big budget, you can kind of tell, right? I'd say let's use last year's Sinners, One Battle After Another, right, as examples.
Cast,
of like,
production, CG,
yeah,
like you'll be able to tell. At some,
yeah, and
like,
then obviously this year you have stuff like The Odyssey, which let's just put a hypothetical out. The Odyssey could come out and it'd be like Nolan's worst movie, blah blah blah, right? But it looks like an awards player. Like, that's what it
I
looks
mean, that
like.
cast. I mean,
The cast, the costumes, the cinematography,
blockbuster,
the
like,
score, everything, right? And so
Right.
what I'm curious is how much is being held back, or are they hiding? Because a part of me thinks Disclosure Day will be a banger where Spielberg is nominated, David Koepp is nominated, and maybe the performances, and that's that. But another part of
Josh
me is
O'Connor.
like, we could definitely go see this and the score be fucking amazing. Isn't John Williams back? Like, working
think
with,
so, yeah, I'm
like,
pretty
that's what I'm
sure, yeah.
saying. We can go watch.
I'm pretty
this
sure
and
you
the
can even
score-
hear like a little bit in this trailer. It's like a little bit of
Maybe,
like
I don't
piano
know,
in
yeah.
it that I was like, that reminds me of like 80s Spielberg. Like, this
Yeah,
little
I'm
piano, right?
curious. Like, we can go watch this and it'd be the most gorgeous movie of the summer, or sounds like phenomenal, because like you get little glimpses of it in here, but it's not flaunting itself like it's some like award.
Which I think is
like,
kind
look
of
out
good,
for us,
too.
we're the best looking sounding. It doesn't look like that or feel that way. So I'm curious, like, what this experience is gonna be like. I could totally see reality. We're like.
I feel like this has like general audience pull too. Like, it's intriguing enough to where the general audience is like let's be real. There are general audience members that know who Spielberg is. Like, there's
Absolutely.
so many of
I'd say everyone over the age
so
of
many audiences. That's what I'm
25.
saying. So many
should.
audiences have grown up, and some of the most, you know, vivid memories of movies are Spielberg movie, and like that's how he's come to become Steven Spielberg, like that name.
Shaped childhoods, like straight
But
up.
but at the same time, I also think even if you don't care about Steven Spielberg, there's a level of intrigue in this trailer, in the marketing, in the topic at hand.
Who
There's a
knows?
level of
Maybe people
intrigue
will
that I
think
feel
this
like
is a Quiet
a
Place
general audience
spinoff.
member would be like,
Who knows, man?
okay.
Maybe they see Emily Blunt and they see aliens and they're like,
I can't even put it past some people. I know once I get to my
there's
like,
there's
fucking
definitely
60s,
a 70-year-old out
I'm gonna
there.
be like, is this in the MCU? Is this in the MCU? Like, I already like, dude,
No,
I already
but
know. But yeah, look, I think there's a level of intrigue here
Yeah.
that the general audience can pick up on and be like, you know, even though like, you know, maybe a guy who's really into movies and really into Spielberg may see more in this trailer. They're like, that looks cool, you know, like movie about aliens. There's no other aliens movie coming out this year. You know, taking it to like a grounded, almost approach like this. Again, this feels like 2000s, early 2000s.
Do we know
like,
the budget of
there's
this
something
movie?
about
Let me
this
look
that
that up.
like some about this feels in the vein of like Minority Report, Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow. Like some about it just feels like that era of like alien and like supernatural happenings and stuff like that. I'm really interested in this stuff. Like, and then at the same time, you see Josh O'Connor's in here. Look, Josh O'Connor's looks like he's carrying the weight of this movie on his shoulders.
It really does seem a lot about him,
and I can't wait to see that.
particularly
I can't wait to
obviously
see
him
what
and
that
Emily Blunt.
pulls out
I'm
of it.
guessing maybe he. I don't know, man. The trailers just hide so much, but they said apparently he understands it. Now I think that's a misdirect. I think you're supposed to think like
It could
he's
be a
the
trailer
alien.
misdirect,
He's the
like
alien.
like
No, I
a
don't
quote
think-
from a different scene entirely. Like,
Yeah, I do think I don't think he's an alien, but what I do think is maybe he knows things and has only seen certain thing in Emily Blunt, which causes him to
Or-
go visit her and learn certain thing about certain thing, and then we're off to this adventure kind of conspiracy.
or I could see it being a thing of like he was obsessed with this thing. He learned a lot about it to the point where he knows it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then it isn't until he like finally wants to reveal it, that he just chooses to do so. Maybe before revealing it, he was knee deep in it, and like he was like, this has to be revealed because he's so in it and like he knows everything about it. Then he's like, now I gotta push this to everybody, I could see it being that too.
Yeah,
I'm
it
so,
seems a lot
I
about
can't
him.
wait. June IMAX, brother. Look, this shit is gonna hit, bro.
I feel
John
like
Williams score, the
in
sound
this movie
design,
is gonna
dude.
be ridiculous. I just have a
can't
feeling.
wait.
I just know. I just. Oh my goodness. I hope John Williams absolutely cooked on this, and Spielberg. Listen. If you were to ask me, post Ready Player One, he's cooking. I know some people are like, "Are we really watching Spielberg in the 2020?" I'm like, what are we talking about here? What?
Now there are some
What are we
blockbusters
talking-
like releasing in May and stuff. This is the good like warm up though. Like obviously you got like Master of the Universe.
What releases
Mando
in May?
Grogu. Like you got stuff like
Doesn't
Mortal
Mandalorian
Kombat.
and
Like you
Grogu
got
drop
stuff
in
like
May?
that. Yeah, Mando and Grogu, Master of the Universe, Mortal Kombat. Again, you got
Master
some
of the Universe
blockbusters
is May? I thought that was
releasing in
June.
May. No, it's in May.
Wow.
You got these blockbusters releasing in May. That's fine. This is the real warm up though. This is like
What's
the July.
with June and July?
June, like-
Odyssey.
I mean, June.
Supergirl,
June, I think this is like the
Spider-Man,
only blockbuster in June. I think, unless I'm wrong.
Supergirl.
Like,
Like,
is Supergirl in June? I keep thinking that's in July.
no. I don't
know why I keep thinking
Remember-
it's in July.
probably because
This is like the warm up to that July super blockbuster, like real season. Like this is like you go see the Disclosure Day Spielberg movie leading up to the Odyssey, leading up to Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like the vibes are gonna be high, bro. I can't wait for the marketing for this thing to kick in. I saw the thumbnail for this shit and I was
Dude,
like,
the
yeah,
poster's amazing.
I love
Let me pull it up
dude.
for y'all.
I love
If
it,
y'all
bro.
didn't see it, because this poster is like the most quintessential Spielberg I've seen. Like this is, look at this, folks. Folks, are we seeing what
Looks
we're
like a
looking at,
book.
folks?
It looks like you're about
That's
to
what I'm
open up a
saying.
book called Disclosure Day. Look, I'm all here for it. Like I'm all here for Steven Spielberg, new Steven Spielberg. I'm all here for alien stuff in the first place. Look, I can't wait for this movie. June 12th cannot come soon enough. I can't wait.
Yep. You all tell us in the comments below, what did you all think?
Let us know.
What y'all think about this trailer, and how excited are you for Disclosure Day? Literally tell us anything, because we could be in the dark and y'all know shit that we have no clue about. Like literally go down there and tell us. We love discussing with you all. And if you made it this far and you haven't, please, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do us a favor, like the video, subscribe, click the bell, all that. It's completely free, helps us out a ton. But other than that, it's been your boy KEIZI,
Your boy KELZ.
and hopefully we see you all in the next one.